The military has zero tolerance for any kind of indiscipline.
Only very recently, we saw an example that, left a lot of people shocked because we thought we had since left those kinds of things behind us, which was the raid that happened at the IKEDC headquarters, IKEDC, where some military personnel were reported to have gone to the IKEDC headquarters and, shot some people in, shot the workers in, asked some of them to kneel down, all manner of things. And people were wondering, what is going on? When, at what age, is this still happening in our country? So it does appear that we still have areas of conflict in spite of the establishment of these departments. What can you tell us about, education of military personnel and also relationship with civilian personnel in terms of, how you're trying to smoothen things out?
Okay, Marco, let me start. First of all, the military is an integral part of the society.
It is indeed.
Our recruitments are from the society. And after our retirement, we go back to our homes, the society. So it will be a fault to say, okay, the military, we could not distance ourselves because our trainings from the society, it is taxpayers' money that pay our salaries. So the Chief of Defense Staff, on assumption of Officer General C.J. Musa, made it clear, even in his command philosophy, that it was going to be human-centric in all his approach. It was people-centric. And he considered human security, that is the security of the man, the security of the female, the security of everybody, because it's the society we are protecting. I will say that the military has zero tolerance for any kind of indiscipline. What you mentioned that happened in Ikeja district, whatever, is being viewed seriously at the defense headquarters and the HQ headquarters of the Nigerian Air Force. Whatever sanctions needs to be meted, we will mete it out. But there is no tolerance for that kind of indiscipline. But the underlying issues between the Air Force and the IKEDC are being tackled at that. But I want to emphasize what the Chief of Defense Staff always emphasizes. It is the people that is key. It is the people that we should protect. That is why we swore an oath to protect the people. And that is also why there's been a lot of sensitizations across the spheres, across all the theaters, to sensitize officers and men on the need to protect civilians and also protect civilian infrastructure. So whatever happened, and when you have a narrative of so many years, it takes time to erase. Yes, the CDS has done well because from the beginning, he has been engaging, even from the strategic level, he's always communicating with the political leadership, communicating with the media on his policies, which is people-centric, to protect lives and property of the people.
Can I ask you then, as a senior officer watching that, seeing that video on social media, and perhaps also seeing it on TV, what came to your mind?
Just as I said, the military has zero tolerance for that. There might be underlying issues which is being addressed by the HQ NAF, and I can tell you it is being seriously addressed. From HQ NAF, right from the Chief of Air Staff is on top of it, because the CDS wants a report on this. Because this is probably, because of the work the Defense Headquarters, the CDS, and all the services are doing, those kind of narratives are not what we want to see right now. So there might be underlying factors.
Those officers have been identified?
Yeah, it's been tackled by the HQ NAF, and I can assure you it's been tackled because there's no tolerance for any kind of listen. But at the same time, while I will not want to, you say, we need to, we won't condone indiscipline, but also we need to also respect ourselves as organizations. Any structure that is a Nigerian organization needs to be addressed and respected. So I'm not saying what they did is what we saw on TV, but that was just what we saw on TV, but there might have been some underlining things about them probably switching them off for 2 weeks and they not having audience today. But that does not mean that what was shown on TV is the attitude of the military. Because right now, the CDS has even set up a sensitization team. We just left Ikorodu last week, sensitizing people on what the military is to do for them, to protect them. We are part of them. We need the people to survive. We need the intelligence from the people to survive, because no matter what level of technology you have, you won't be able to see a 10-year-old girl in the night, maybe they've strapped a gun on her due to innocence, she doesn't know anything. No matter, the technology may not even be able to detect it in our house. So we need the intelligence of the society.
You know, the burden on the military, and not just the